A cash-in transit driver who handcuffed himself to his security van's steering wheel in a faked armed heist of almost £1 million has been jailed for 4 years and 10 months. Andrew Measor, 51, waited for 2 hours before using his nose to dial for help after helping mastermind Stefanos Cantaris, 40, to steal £920,000 in banknotes. Southwark Crown Court heard Measor, who worked for a cash handling firm, Loomis, for 3 years, was the inside man in a faked armed robbery in Ilford, East London on December the 30th, 2021. CCTV footage released shows masked men loading checkered laundry bags filled with cash into a white Vauxhall combo van during the theft. Measor handcuffed himself to the security's van's steering wheel and waited for 2 hours to raise the alarm at the depot in Dagenham, East London. The driver claimed he was raided after a man armed with a gun approached him as he left his home and said, "I know everything that goes on. Just do as I say and everything will be okay." To bolster the claim, a charade of so-called tiger kidnap involving a man wearing latex mask was carried out outside his front door and captured on his doorbell camera. Judge Daphne Spiro told them this was not, as you say, a tiger kidnap. It was a well-planned, sophisticated, heavily orchestrated theft in which you, Mr. Measor, were a willing participant, and you, Mr. Cantaris, organised and planned and supervised. You were both in this together. She added that Mr. Measor knew exactly what was going on because he was the inside man being directed by the co-defendant. She told him, "You have been let down by your poor decision-making and greed, which in the end bought you nothing, not even a single note, but has brought misery on all those around you." She told Cantaris, "You have chosen to take advantage of others' gullibility. Mr. Measor is not an angel, but he was bought in and charmed by you. I am sure you would make a fantastic salesman if you do honest work in your life and are able to make a good living." Measor from Lawton, Essex, was found guilty of conspiracy to commit theft and conspiracy to pervert the course of justice last month after a trial. Cantaris from Epping, Essex, pleaded guilty to theft and was found guilty of conspiracy to pervert the course of justice. He was jailed for 5 years and 4 months at the same court. They were both cleared of conspiracy to launder money, which has not been recovered. Luke Ponte, defending Measor, said the father of 2 was promised £100,000 for his role, but had not seen a £5 note. He is not a criminal mastermind. He is a weak-willed man who should not have got involved in this but did, Mr. Ponte added. The court heard that Cantaris, who has previous convictions for assaulting a police officer, masterminded the plot and met Measor on numerous occasions in the months leading up to the theft. Described as a very likeable and charming man, Cantaris got Berner mobile phones and organised the mission, the judge said. The hearing was told his spending was not that of someone who struggled to make ends meet, and last year he travelled to Colombia, Ibiza, Dubai, Portugal, Morocco and other destinations. He could also afford Rolex watches and a £3,000 stay at the Atlantis Hotel in Dubai. Prosecutor Catherine Farrelly earlier told the jury the raid was carried out with the assistance and full participation of Measor. They sought to hide this by faking a robbery, she said. They have then, to the most part, successfully hidden the money that was stolen. After the heist, Measor was signed off work on full pay and was provided with counselling for the post-traumatic stress for months until he was arrested. In messages to friends, he boasted of milking his employer and said it was defo an inside job. The court heard that Loomis drivers felt vulnerable after the theft, believing they and their families could be targeted next. 5 other men were cleared of having any involvement in the plot. Confiscation proceedings will take place later. Please like and share and comment and subscribe. Thanks.